Good morning, guys. Happy Saturday. So I know this is a topic that affects a lot of us out there. Binging and trying to balance like your health and your fitness goals. So I'm going to share a little bit about my journey. So last night, I guess you would have called it a binge for me or a cheat. For the most part, like if you guys have been following me, I eat primarily like a carnivore-ish type diet. I eat a lot of meat, with some rice in there too. I don't like just strictly eat nothing but meat, but the majority of my diet is animal based. Some cheeses, but mostly meat and like some rice. So rice cakes, rice checks, jasmine rice. I have Crohn's, very sensitive digestive system. Suffered with it my entire life. So for those of you that have lived with a gut that just seems like never happy, I feel your pain. Trial and error, chat with me via DM, whatever. I'd love to talk to you guys. But anyways, so weekends come, a lot of us have cocktails, we'll have, gatherings in the non-quarantine world or, whatever level you guys do now. And we have what we call a binge. So we either, deviate from the diet that we've been doing, trying to follow, or we just go a little overboard. Or how I like to say, we eat and drink like an asshole. All right? Shit happens. Okay, now in years past, I legit would have binges. And this comes from restriction, guys. So even when you are trying to be really, really good and follow your diet plan, you can still fall victim to those every once in a while, even those that have not been stuck in cycles of like binging and disordered eating in the past. Like, you just have to realize that that comes from restriction in some way, shape, or form, whether it's cutting out food, not eating enough food, over exercising. Like, there's a whole, open a can of worms with that one. So last night, had a couple cocktails with the girls, got in a good workout, got home, and I'm like, you know what? I haven't eaten dinner. I have been really good sticking primarily to the foods that make me feel good. And this is something I'll talk about here in a minute. I'm trying not to make this super long. I'm like, you know what? I really want some brownies. Girl wants some brownies. Guys, it has been months since I've had any kind of sweet treat or anything like that because, and this comes with self-awareness, I'm an all or none person. I know if I have one brownie or one cookie, I am going to want to eat nothing but that. And if it's in my house, which is why another, little tip to help you, I don't keep the stuff in my place because I know that I can't control myself when I get that urge. Okay, so that'll help you if you know you're an all or none person. Don't keep it around. And don't feel guilty when people offer you things and you're like, no, thank you. I just prefer to eat other things. Like, don't apologize. Don't feel guilty for that because you're putting yourself first. So I'm like, all right, girl's gonna walk over to Target. I'm gonna get me some brownies. This is gonna be so good. In years past, I would feel so guilty for doing something like this. And this comes with doing the inner work and some self-healing. I would feel so guilty. And I'm like, no, like I need to show myself that I do have control over an urge like this. So in years past, what would I have done? I would have bought a plethora of binge foods. Ice cream, donuts, cookies, whatever I was craving, whatever I had denied myself, I would have bought and I would have eaten it all. I would have eaten it all to the point that I was sick and I would want to throw up or I would throw up. Okay, no. So I'm like, all right, I need to show myself that this is okay. I want a healthy relationship with food. So I'm gonna buy one little container of brownies, and these are gluten-free. This is Canyon Bakehouse. And they're also now egg-free too, for those of you who have dairy allergies, soy, egg, and nuts. They're all free. There's 3 left in here. There's 9 in a package. So I ate 6 little brownie bites. I would have beaten myself up about this in the past. Probably could have eaten the whole container. But I ate till I was satisfied, and then I was like, all right, I'm good. Woke up this morning, guess what? My weight was the same. Really didn't feel inflamed or puffy or anything like that. Pete just knocked something down in my room. So, God, all my cat moms out there. Real life, guys. So anyways, in the past, I would have beaten myself up about that. Guys, you don't have to beat yourself up about that. You didn't do anything wrong. All you did, maybe you ate in a little bit of a surplus, or you ate a food that you don't normally eat. That's all you did. And now I don't crave those anymore. I can go back to eating primarily what I normally eat, which is some rice and, you know, my animal-based products. And I do that, and I'm not telling people you need to eat like that. But when you view food as fuel for your body and what is going to maximize your digestion and make you feel good, when you view food in these ways, your perspective of food changes. You don't view food as good or bad. When I started doing that, like, my whole life changed. You know, if I knew I was going to work out in an hour, I knew that I didn't want to overeat, because then I would feel like crap. My workout would be bad because my body would be trying to digest that food, you know, or I don't want to eat a whole chuck roast, which a lot of times I do. I will eat an entire chuck roast in the day if that's all that I'm eating. I don't want to eat something like that because it's going to weigh super heavy on my stomach. So then I'll eat rice cakes instead, or something lighter, or cereal or oatmeal or something, because that maximizes my digestion. My energy is better. My performance is better. When you start viewing foods like that instead of good or bad, or I can't do that, or I need to restrict that, or I fit into a certain camp, or what. That's why I say I'm not strict carnivore. I'm carnivore-ish, because I want to be flexible. I want control over my life. You know, if I want some cocktails, I don't want to feel guilty because I've slapped a freaking label on my diet. Like, no, like, I want to live flexible. I like to follow what's called as vibrational eating. You know, what my body's craving, and being in tune with your body and listening to that, you guys will feel so much better. And decision making will be so much better. But prioritize health first. Don't beat yourself up. And if it happens, it happens. Drink some water, get back on track the next day, get in some movement, do some journaling, you know, write out your emotions around that time and what happened. Everything's going to be okay, but you have to take control over your life and realize it's not the worst thing in the world. You're not a bad person just because you overate, or you had too many cocktails one night, or you chose to eat cake for dinner instead of your, you know, salad and, you know, meat and veggies, or whatever you guys eat. Like, it's okay. So strengthen your trust muscle in yourself. If you want to try to get control over this, buy one thing that you normally don't have or don't allow yourself, and try it out. Try one serving. Eat until you're satisfied. Slow down, eat mindfully. So just some little tips today, you know, and why I eat the way that I do, and hopefully this can help you guys out. So yay for brownies and cocktails. And I'm probably going to have cocktails again today because YOLO. All right, y'all. Love you guys. And I'm sure I'll hop back on here soon. Bye.